Hello! Hey, Giant Spatula, welcome! Welcome all! Giant Spatula says Skyrim, but the Dragonborn is a member of ABBA? I guess Skyrim is kind of the Sweden of this world, it seems. So that kinda checks out. Oh, wait, is Super Trooper an ABBA reference? Did I make... this keeps happening to me. Did I make an inadvertent ABBA reference? Alright, so remember we were in this room. We're getting right into it this time. The guy was like, it's too dangerous. It could be an ambush. And then I just ran in because I'm just that kind of guy. And we came in here. And that's where we were. I need something to put under my wrist because I'm a baby. And I don't want to get carpal tunnel syndrome. Give me just a second. Something I should have prepared ahead of time. So yeah, so we're the Stormcloaks. We're going into this place. Not decrepifying, but rather, I'm defiling. That's the word. All of these tombs. Hey, Progy Frenzy, welcome. Says water stew. Throw in some carrots, potatoes too. Delicious water stew. I wasn't making stew today. I actually thought I was going to because I made the mushroom stock base from my dried reishi mushrooms, but then I tasted it today and it was like the bitterest thing I ever tasted in my life. So I chucked it out. I poured it down the drain, which felt bad because, you know, I really liked growing that mushroom and stuff, but it was diabolical. It wasn't edible. Anyway. So, IRL, I'm not making soup, but what I am making IRL, which is related to Skyrim, is I'm working on a nice mead. I got the, basically, I had a beer making kit. Am I encumbered? I had a beer making kit that somebody sent me, and I never got it together to make beer. But basically to make mead is like a strict subset of the tools you need to make beer. And so I got some mead going. Just started today, so we'll see. Very possibly I have a big jug of mold food growing. But we'll see, I'm gonna eat a fish? No, that's too light. Are there any heavy foods that I have here? Shall I eat this sack of flour? God. That is grim, isn't it? Ugh. My stuff is too heavy. Let me eat these 2 sacks of flour. I'm sure I'll feel much better. Oh. It's so dry. It's so dry. Ugh. Anyway. That's what happens when you eat a whole sack of flour. It's too dry. Don't do it. That's how mummies are made. Actually, talking of mummies, I went to the Met Museum today, so I have seen mummies within the last like 5 hours. We have some recent mummy exposure. I think my friends went a different way, but I'm just gonna go across this little Khazad-dûm bridge here, and see what's going on up here. Looks safe. Looks good. Is there like a rope I can cut to drop that down? No, it's just a wall. It's not a bridge. Okay. Although every wall is a bridge if you kick hard enough. But in this case, I think we'll just let it be a wall. Oh, some good stuff here. I'm out of lockpicks? How did that happen? Now, I'm noticing there's a lot of dead dudes here, which I don't know. I'm carrying too much. So, encumbrance. Is this a good mechanic? Is this fun? Are we having fun balancing our inventory? Evocator says, so weird that you don't have any lockpicks. Like, is this fun? Does anybody enjoy, like, seriously, does anybody enjoy encumbrance as a mechanic? Now I gotta eat 2 more sacks of flour. That's insane. I ate 4 sacks of flour. I'm so full and dehydrated. Oh, God, I'm lost, too, now. That's even worse. It's turning your belly soup into glue! Oh, man. I do remember one time I was at my, old place, and I made, God, what was it? I guess I made, I cooked some oats. And, like, you know when you cook oats in, like, a pot, like old-fashioned oats, at the end you have, like, the oat dust and water mixture that's left over. And I poured it down the drain, and I was like, wait a minute. Did I just pour a bunch of glue down the drain? Was that a good idea? So anyway, don't pour glue down the drain, including glue that you make out of oats. Okay, I recognize this. This is where we just were, right? We've gone in a circle. Fantastic. Where are my boys? This is where we came through. I understand now, I think. Then we went up here? Is this a different place? Ah, it all looks the same. Hey, Larry Berndorf, hello! It's interesting, your name is purple this time in chat. I don't know why. You're usually red, I think. That's okay, I'll get used to it. Oh man, what were you doing? We're trying to find our boys who ran off without us, but who are presumably in video game style in some kind of suspended animation. Larry Berndorf says it's always green for me. Oh, interesting. I kind of learn people's... I wish that they, like... So I get that they probably try to, like, make them all be different colors in chat, but I wish that they, like, hashed the name to a color code. But I think they do, because Giant Spatula's usually green for me, Pierogi Frenzy's usually yellow, Evocator is red, and I'm used to Larry Berndorf being red, too. It's not a big deal. It's just weird. I wonder what changed. I wonder what's different. Oh my god, I don't know where I'm going. We not making soup? We'll make some soup. I gotta... We gotta go back to the soup station. How have I gotten so turned around? Okay, I know where we're going. This is where we were before. Great. We're back on track, kind of. They must be through this hole. Ah, I love a circle archway. I don't know, I'm not an architecture person. I don't know what that's really called. But this, you know, a round opening into a building, I love. Let me just look through this urn. Steal the gold teeth that have been burned down. Any arrows? No. Or lockpicks? Maybe in one of these canopic jars? I guess you would really only find a lockpick in a canopic jar if somebody had, like, died from eating too many lockpicks. But maybe. It could happen. What am I looking at here? So there's a drain here, and then it's gonna go, it's like, do you guys remember the, not Hellboy the comic, but Hellboy the movie, where they, the Nazi people, like, get the guy, actually it's appropriate because there's gold too, to show them to, God, I don't want this. Show them to the place where the thing that they need is, and he's like, where's my gold? And then they shoot him, and he he falls on the ground, and his blood, like, goes through a little channel carved into the stone. It's like that. It's just like that scene from Hellboy. Soul Foundry says, is today really only Monday? Tell me it isn't true! Oh my god. You're speaking my language, Soul Foundry. Welcome, by the way. I so don't want to go back and do a week of work after today. I just don't. I just don't want to do it. I'll be real with you. I don't feel inspired to go back to work tomorrow. If anything, the opposite. Oh, silver amethyst ring. Does that do anything? Apparel. Because I have a silver ring. Silver amethyst ring. No. Pierogi Frenzy says, I did have lasagna. Very appropriate. Is Garfield still going? Man, I was in New York today because I went into the city. And I saw, like, a foreign tourist who was, I think, a European guy. Do I know he was foreign? Not necessarily, but he was speaking Italian or Spanish or something. And he was wearing a Garfield shirt, and I was like, man, if you're not from an English-speaking country, wearing a Garfield shirt is actually kind of cool. Like, if I wore a Garfield shirt, it wouldn't be cool, because it would be, at best, ironic. But if you're, like, an Italian person, and you're wearing a Garfield shirt, I don't know, somehow it works. It comes back around. Soul Foundry says, bring me death. I'm not about this life this week. Also, lasagna would change this emotion for me. I mean, it's hard to be sad when you're eating a lasagna. Just in general. I know that, like, kind of the melancholy or ennui of a, you know, coming back to work after a long weekend is not quite the same as sadness, but still. Soul Foundry says, I would wear Heathcliff or, like, a nice Ziggy shirt, maybe? Y'all remember Ziggy? Were you guys alive in the 70s to read Ziggy comics? I wasn't. A ruined book. You guys know Ziggy. Froggy Frenzy says, I saw an English language t-shirt store in Beijing Mall called Cream Jaws, and everything in there was so crazy and fresh. I mean, that's also cool. When you go to another country where just, like, English is a cool language. Right behind. And so just the shirt that says, like, I love you or whatever is, like, kind of cool. That is actually cool. Honestly, wearing a shirt that just said I love you would be cool. It could be done. We're gonna branch into fashion on this channel. Actually, okay, but I'll be right back. I need to show you something. And Soul Foundry says, I def know Ziggy comics. It's always just sad and ironic, the things that happen to Ziggy. Froggy Frenzy says, finally. Whoa, wait, I got something to show you. Here I am. How many languages can you say I love you in? I guess te amo, I love you, well, aini. That might be it. It might be 3. 3 might be the number of languages. What I was going to say is I bought this blank trucker hat, and I need to decide what to draw on it. I have paint pens, not for this purpose, but, you know, for multiple purposes. That would be perfect for this purpose, but it's one of these things where you like approach a blank canvas and you're like, it's almost better blank because it has a lot of potential. Like, I don't want to commit to what I'm going to draw on it, so I need to think about what I'm going to draw on this hat. I was thinking maybe trying to draw the standard size Karen or something, but, like, obviously if I'm going to wear this hat, it's got to be something that's, like, not too specific or too misleading. Soul Foundry says, I suggest a rainbow unicorn, but that's my branding. Something pink? Something pink would be good. A pink tapir. That's not a bad idea, actually. Draw a trucker hat. Garfield. Also good. Actually, Garfield. Could we do pink Garfield? That way it's like an off-brand Garfield. Pink Garfield would actually be a cool hat. I think... Like, I know these suggestions are jokes, but that is actually a way I would consider going with it. So what's happening? All my friends are fighting dudes? And I'm lollygagging behind? I'll be right there, guys. I'm just looking to see if there's any lockpicks. Ready? Oh, okay. It's just like that scene in Galaxy Quest. That was super not worth it. Actually, though, this does give me an excuse to drink some soups. Pink Garfield as a Skyrim warrior riding a tapir. So at one point, I thought that I wanted the branding for this channel. So, like, the icon for this channel is like a little picture of an idealized version of me saying, "Oh yeah." But at one point, I drew a tapir like a crest. And it didn't look good. I was like, oh, I want to draw like a coat of arms, but with a tapir on it, and it'll be black and pink and white. It did not turn out good. I might be able to dig up the picture somewhere, but it was pretty rough. Draw a loose soup. Oh, Larry Burndorf says shouting through this is a lot easier. That does make sense. Yeah, we could just dash through. I kind of forgot that we could do that, I'll be real. That is a good reminder. Soul Foundry says, I'm sensing a drawing contest. Can we help inspire in some way? Oh, man. Maybe we should just start a thread in the Discord for just, like...
The whole of stories.
Oh, my God. We're actually in a place. I'm gonna get a liver from this jar real quick.
Oh,
Oh, it's so dry.
they say these walls show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Draw a bowl of soup. Oh, delicious. We did, Larry Berndorf, you don't know this, but we've done a couple of game jams on this channel where we program a game in a very short amount of time. And we did one that is, well, we did two actually that are cooking simulator games. And so, you know, we could draw from there to get a soup or something. I don't know if there were any soups in those games though. Reviewing the recipes, there were a lot of carbs, a lot of like breads and pies and things. But maybe there's a soup in there.
One thing at a time.
So Foundry says game jams are too much fun for this channel. All the work for Piotr, all the fun for us. And Larry Berndorf says I've played some games that were a result of game jams. Listen, those games were probably better than the games that we made on this channel. But we tried. You know, it's one of those things where every time I do try to bite off more than I can chew. And most of the time we get out something that's halfway decent. The most recent time I don't know that we did.
Show a crown. Looks like this is as far as these.
So do you guys have the claw? Does anybody have a claw? Anybody got any lockpicks, perhaps more importantly? I'll take those arrows.
Tells us where the crown is. I'm betting we're going to have to find a way through that door.
No kidding.
See what you can figure out, Unblooded. I'm going to check out these carvings.
Cake King for
Let
life!
me know if you find something.
Yeah, Cake King was the first game we made, and then we made a sequel to it the next year in the same game jam. But Cake King's Rent Fiesta is a cooking simulator, I guess technically. I didn't mean to do that, but it was fine. What are we looking at? Some kind of... Do I need another claw for this? Let's see. Let me just try to solve this myself. The fox. We got a, I feel like this is a big clue that all of these guys are looking at the wall. Okay, so let's see. So this guy is looking at... There's moths. There's a woman. Surgeon Simulator and Towerfall. Oh, was Towerfall from a game jam? I actually didn't know that. That's the little shooting arrows game, right? I know that one. You know what I mean. If you know Towerfall, then you would know that that indicates I know what it is. Yeah, okay. And then like a fox. And then what is this? What do we got here? Another like a dragon. Let me just see if I can... A moth? That is kind of a fox, actually. It's a great game. I've only played it. It seems like it's a game that's important to be played in multiplayer, and I have not actually done that. I've only messed around with it single player. Let's get it to be a dragon. I think this is it, actually. You need the ebony claw. Oh. Sorry, everybody. Items. Miscellaneous? Giant Spatula says, we used to play a lot of Towerfall at my first job instead of doing work. Ugh, that is better. And Larry Berndorf says, it's better to play with others, but I still beat the single player. We used to play... God, what do we play? In kind of that... Although it's not a multiplayer game, my friends and I in college used to play the game Super Crate Box and just try to get the high score. And it was like an ongoing thing for months. When somebody would finally post a higher score, it was like, it was a big deal. Okay, how do I inspect this? Fox, moth, dragon, by the look. Fox, or whatever. That's supposed to be moth, dragon. Save. What if there was something good over here, you guys? Okay, I'm coming.
Come on, boys. Let's spread out and see what we've got.
Let's spread out and see what we got. Okay. I just need to check these guys' teeth to see if there's like a key or something in there. No, I'm just... God, it's been 2 seconds! All these books are ruined! God, if we have to pick a lock, we may be in trouble. Talos, damn him, he is making soup again! I actually really like his soup, is what one of them would say. Wait, are there dwarves? I guess I didn't realize. Oh god. Items? What is a dwarven dagger worth? Not very much, to be honest. However, I have been rewarded for my nosiness. Silver necklace. Scrolls. Is this fun? Just doing inventory management my whole life. That's it. I'm eating more flour. I'm gonna do it. Delicious. I have 50 salmon meat. Hold up. I gotta fix the chat real quick. Soulfinder says, do you play / have you played Animal Crossing? You know, I played a little bit of the one on the GameCube. But I didn't really get into it, to be a totally honest. What was 15? These bear claws? I bet I could eat those. I could eat a bear claw. Oh, I love a bear claw. I actually don't know if that's true. I'm gonna take that back. I will tolerate a bear claw, but I'd probably rather just eat like a donut. Okay, what do we have that's cooked? Okay. Drink some wine. That seems like a safe thing to do right now. Let me hold on to these soups. I'm gonna eat some of these. I guess I'm gonna drink the wine. That doesn't seem wise. Apple fritter or nothing. An apple fritter is pretty nice, honestly. I wouldn't kick an apple fritter out of bed. That's all I'm saying. Even if it would get the little dough flakes all up in the sheets. Is this a trick? Is this a trap? Where are the things that are going to shoot out at me when I open this chest? Oh, a flawless amethyst. A regular amethyst. Alright. Ingredients. Do I have any heavy ingredients? Oh, I love honeycomb, though. I can't throw those away. Although they are heavy for some reason. Even though IRL, honeycomb is not a heavy thing. In this particular case, it seems to be. Potions. Apparel. Time to eat up. I think it is. I think we gotta eat some cabbages or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We'll find more cabbage later. Oh, I knew it! Oh, man. The trap was activated by eating cabbage. I should have known. It's like it was built for me. I mean, let's look at a better read of that. It's like it was built for me. Do you have any spell books to read? Oh, that's an interesting question. Items. Books. Yeah, because they probably weigh something. I have a journal. I have a couple of... I don't think that I actually do. Unfortunately. We did ditch a bunch of books last time. Let me save real quick. Oh, activate the sconce. Activate the torch sconce. Oh, man. You guys remember when they activate the Omega-13?
That's done it.
It's a good part of that movie. Orcish arrows, sure. I'm coming! Maybe I can help with arrows from here. Items, weapons, the cool bow. Did you drop the dwarven dagger? No, I still got it here. Shoot for center of mass! Who's shooting at me? Easy way to drop some weight with something pretty useless. Oh, I didn't realize it was useless. Thought maybe it was like a curio. Wait, I'm coming. Oh no, my friend. I'll take your amulet of Talos. Yeah. I'll be right there. I just gotta grind up these guys' bones real quick. It's a normal thing for a fellow like myself to be doing. No worries there, I assure you. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's my arrow. Save. To the crypt.
Crown must be around here somewhere. Spread out and keep your eyes open.
I'm taking it in. Trying to be kind of careful. Get his minions. Oh, these guys are tough. Lydia, look out! Oh, that wasn't Lydia. Oh, thank God. Take that crown, the gold, the arrow. Oh, Lydia's fine. A potion of water breathing? Ah, that's fun. I love to be able to breathe underwater in a game. Quick save. Did everybody live? I have the helmet. Let's just chat with you.
Get to Windhelm with the crown as quick as you can.
Tell Ulfric he owes me a drink. Okay. I can be in this game. Put me in. That's the mod we'll make. We'll do voiceovers for this entire game. How hard could it be? Word of power learned. Oh, we got Mad Max time? This music rules, by the way. The, like, learning a cool rune music, very good. But there's got to be something else here to loot, right? Sorry, I just can't... I feel like I can't move on before... Ah! Oh, no! Lockpicks! Okay, I can fix this. Bullet time! Bullet time is such a good invention. Man. Nobody had any lockpicks, huh? Oh my God. Can't I detonate it with some kind of flammable soup? No? Oh, that's such a pain. I bet there's good stuff in there. Oh, and it's an apprentice level. Lydia, you don't have any lockpicks, do you? It's fine. Let's blow this popsicle stand. A little bit I'm concerned that I'll never find gear better than the gear that I have already. It's weighing on my mind. That potentially we've pretty much peaked here in terms of our equipment.
Oh.
You'll get better gear? Okay, cool. You must raise the bar. Oh my god, if this takes me to the door that I was wasting all my lockpicks on, you'll get much better gear. Okay, cool. I really was kind of worried about that. Because it feels like we're sifting through a lot of stuff that's not very good. You friend or foe?
At least we got the damn crown. I hope it was worth it.
I bet it was.
I wish Galmar would hurry.
We shouldn't be here. I love a little, like a superstitious foot soldier. Is a very good trope. IMO. Let me just do a little business here. Oh no! A vampire fish, a poisoned red apple. Game over, man! Game over! That's actually a very good movie. People don't... Well, people do realize. Out of salt? I think that is probably the problem. I think we salted up all our salt. Rangoet says, hey, welcome by the way, Rangoet. How did Skyrim get its name? It's the, is the land a rim of a glass in the sky? I think because it's so far north? Maybe it's some kind of a rim? I don't know. Listen, it's actually really weird you should say that, Rangoet, because I was thinking about that literally today. Why this area is called Skyrim. And that was my little headcanon, was that being north is the same as being close to the sky. It's named after Sky, that Icelandic yogurt. Ah, yes! My old nemesis. That we're all so familiar with. Sky yogurt. Only barbarians drink yogurt. We already know this. Now I suppose we should just fast travel. Oh, I can level up. More stamina, please. And what happens if I get more heavy armor? Skier? Juggernaut. Increases armor rating by 20%. That seems so good. Wow. I'm not even joking. That seems really, really strong. Can I just fast travel here? Yes. Insanely convenient. Rangoet says, or maybe it's named after people doing stuff beginning with Rim while in the sky. Oh my god.
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord.
God, you must be freezing, of course.
Spare a coin.
Train me to be a...
Talos rewards the generous.
Have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you.
Now teach me to pickpocket.
Divines bless your kind heart.
God, your eyes are so bloodshot.
Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you. But it'll cost you.
That's fine. Train. I'm insanely wealthy, so no problem.
Hey, watch it.
Sorry, it was an accident. Genuinely. Soulfighter says, speaking of freezing, it's almost fall weather here in the Pacific Northwest. I closed my windows to save heat just now. Oh, don't say that. I got 5 tomato plants that haven't made any tomatoes yet. I can't hear that. Rangoet says there's something ironic about giving a beggar a coin then learning to pickpocket. What is the implication? Listen, when you're living on the streets, you gotta do what you gotta do. And sometimes that means pickpocketing. Nils
Can't just throw the big logs.
can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Got to have the little bits too. Wait, Nils, is that wisdom? Nils! We're not supposed to be here.
Need something?
Yeah, I need your eyebrows, first of all, to not load in after the rest of your face. But then I also need to find the place I'm actually supposed to go. Are you looking for something? I'm Nils.
I have a lot of respect for Ambaris Frandar, but his views are a little extreme.
Progy Frenzy says, my daughter harvested tomatoes she planted earlier this year and sucked the insides out like a vampire and gave me the flesh. She saved you the best part. Rangoet says, pickpockets coins we gave to beggar. True.
I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter.
Wow.
You must be new around here.
Apartheid.
No, they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum.
Okay. Well, on your way.
Take care, friend.
I like your hat. Soulfriendly says, my eggplants have 2 flint strong. The Korean squash might produce 1 more. My berries are going to fruit next year. There you go. I'm not getting rid of my raspberries. I swear they'll come back next year. Or I'm praying to the garden gods. Progy Frenzy says, whoa, how about some salsa for that chip on your shoulder? That is a fantastic phrase that I will steal. And Rangwat says, I'm pretty sure in a lot of Bethesda games, if a quest makes you pay for something, if you have good pickpocket, you can just get your pay back. I'm pretty sure in one there was an infinite money glitch, though, to do with merchants and reselling stuff.
Stay out of trouble, Red Guard.
Stay out of trouble, Red Guard. I guess in like a single-player game, it's not as important to balance the economy. I don't hate it. I don't hate a single-player game where you get super rich by the end. In a multiplayer game, it's obviously a problem. The channel, oh my god, this was years ago, but the YouTube channel Extra Credits did a really good episode about fighting inflation in MMOs and how things like consumable items like potions that you buy are a good way to sink money out of the economy and stuff. It's been years since I've seen it, but if you're interested in the topic of how to fight inflations in MMOs, inflation in MMOs, I recommend it. Hello. Mejarl? Mejarl?
The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim silver makes them
The
fierce.
Empire's ravenous
Rest
hunger
assured,
for Skyrim
we'll win the
silver.
reach and wrest it from
Here's the jagged crown.
Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble?
If you could compensate me for the lockpicks that I spent, that would be good. Morwar says, hey, we know him. It's Ulfric Stormcloak. He was in the cart. Oh, was he? I forgot he was in the cart. Welcome, Mora, by the way. Nothing I couldn't handle. No, you know what? Nothing I couldn't handle.
That's the spirit.
That's the
I'll get
spirit.
all the details from Galmar when he gets back.
Now then,
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're
I
here.
have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun.
Okay.
Deliver this axe to Balgrove the Greater.
Is this a threatening axe?
Yes, an axe. How long have you been in Skyrim?
Am I supposed to, like, stick
Give
it in his
the man
door
my
or
axe.
hand it to him
If
personally?
he keeps it, I will bide my time. If he returns it to you, it means war.
Spicy. Should I say anything to him?
Men who understand each other often have no need for words. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Balgrove will know my meaning.
Okay, it's cryptic to me, but I trust that you guys have a arrangement.
Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper.
I feel like you might be sending me off to die, but that's okay. Rangwat says, my opinion is breaking money systems can be funny, but if it's crazy easy to just become OP in that part of the game, it makes that part almost non-existent and almost pointless. I think... I don't mind being super wealthy at, like, the end of a game, but I know what you mean. Or you know, if that does happen, you need to be able to, like, limit the usefulness of items that you can buy in some way. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, this is... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this. Rangwet says also, I'm now on my phone after my cat broke the wire to both my headphones and my mouse. Oh no! The mouse I get. Cats and mice have sort of a history. I don't know if y'all know. But the headphones, that's pretty rough.
There's no glory in war.
There's no glory in
It's just something
war.
they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
I believe that. Is there anything else you want to say to me,
You
Brunwolf?
one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
She attacks the wires, not the actual mouse. That does make sense. Toasty. Alright, let me just look at the old Maparoonie real quick. So he wants me to go to Whiterun, which, as anybody cool knows, is... Let me just look around a little bit. Looking for Whiterun, the Whistling Mine. Oh, I can WASD around here, right? Oh, fantastic. There's Whiterun. Can I just fast travel there? I don't know if I want to though, because I haven't been there before. I feel like we should travel there by our feetsies if we've never been there. What's your money at? Oh, let's see. My money is at, I'm sure it's not that much, 1324. You've been there. Oh, did we go there on the cart? Yeah, I bet we did. Okay. In that case, I'm down. I think that's a good house rule, that we can fast travel to somewhere that we've been to before by other means. Let me just remember. Oh. Here's a cat monster man. You can't fast travel to places you haven't been? Oh, so it doesn't even need to be a house rule. There you go. Good. Soulfinder says Fruit Loops versus Fruity Pebbles. I haven't had cereal in years, and I just decided this needs a debate. Fruit Loops to me are like really citrusy, aren't they? They're like, you expect it to be like, I don't know, sweet and fruity, but they're acidic. They're kind of sour, right? What do they taste like? At my old job, we had kind of a running joke that we were going to make Fruit Loop cocktails, which is because there's a Fruit Loop flavored vodka that this company makes. And then online we found a recipe for like Fruit Loop cocktails, which did not just look like a hangover in a glass. But we never actually did it, so I don't know. Larry Burndorf says Fruity Pebbles for the win, and Soulfinder says I remember them tasting the same. I feel Fruity Pebbles over here too. I don't think I actually ever had Fruity Pebbles, to be honest. Although we ate, listen, my dad did a lot of the grocery shopping growing up, and he was in the U.S. Navy, okay, and he would always buy, the Navy base has a grocery store on base. It's the commissary, and things are cheaper there if you buy them there. And so he would go to the Navy base to buy food at the commissary, and then he would also buy the off-brand stuff. Yeah, the commissary, yeah! Soulfinder says, I'm from a Navy town. So he would buy the off-brand Fruit Loops from the commissary, or off-brand Fruity Pebbles or whatever. So there are many name-brand cereals that I haven't actually had, but I've had the equivalent of. And Fruit Loops may actually be one of them. Definitely Cocoa Puffs. I don't think I've had real Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, I feel, but the thing is, like, I say that like I'm making fun of him, whatever, but I feel that. I myself am a very, let's say, stingy person.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Tell me more.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
I didn't say anything! Wait, come back here, Grey Moose.
I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along.
Rangoet says you need to
Ever
find a
since the
soup
war
mod,
started.
Piotr.
Huh?
I'm just walking down the street, Olfina.
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in cold weather? Soulfinder says, my dad was a civilian on base, but I got to go with friends to the commissary a couple times. It's where I fell in love with the Botan rice candy. Oh, I don't know if I know that, actually. Check the blacksmith shop next to you in daytime. Okay. Let's just do this. Can we just wait? How do I do this? No. Tab. I know there's a way. R for rest. Nope. Q for rest. E for rest. S for sleep? No. T for rest. First try. T for rest. Get me to the morning. Get me to like 9 a.m. S is for soup. True. Dedicated soup button. Rangoet says, people in Skyrim either are, I love you, Mr. Dragonborn, or time to be a sassy dick for no reason. Those are my two moods too, I get it. The two moods. The two moods. Oh, it's so beautiful. Alright, it's 9 a.m. I'm coming to the blacksmith shop. I've been sleeping, standing... Oh, the drunken huntsman. It's probably too early in the morning for a pint. Oh, man. This was another thing. So I was at... I mentioned today I was at the Metropolitan Museum in New York. Not there. Right. But they had American... you know, ceramics and metalware and stuff. And they had tankards from like the 18th century that people would drink beer out of. And man, people in the 18th century were drinking like half a gallon of beer. The tankards were huge. It was ridiculous. I was like, it's too much. It's just gonna get warm. Don't put that much beer in the tankard. Ugh, to your right. Okay. Rangwet says, and Soulfinder says, I put the Botan rice candy in the off-topic. Oh, I'll check it out afterward. And Rangwet says, you should steal the sweet rolls from the guards room. And Pierogi Friend says, this stranger needs to hear this basic agriculture fact I just got wrong on my quiz. Larry Burdorf says, you can actually buy weapons at the bar, though. Interesting. Wait, what agriculture fact? I'm out of lockpicks. War Maidens. When do you guys open? Did they say the hours? No. Sylvester says it's gonna get warm. Is it in a time with barely any refrigeration? True. Some plants grow better in winter. Oh, true. Like carrots. You can also get a better mercenary at the bar. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lydia is family. I can't just get rid of her. But I am gonna do some tanning real quick. Make some leather. Real good there. We should probably try to divest of leather because I feel like we might have a lot of it. Family shouldn't be put in danger then. No, we like Lydia. And Soulfinder says, my honeyberries grow better up north. They are fried and I kept them in shade this year? Oh, dang. Too hot.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor.
Hashtag anti-Lydia game? Why? She's fine.
There's a fair chance.
Okay.
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon.
Cancel Lydia. What have you got for
The
sale?
finest weapons and armor.
Okay. Do you buy like a whole bunch of goddamn leather? And some leather strips? And not that. What have you got for sale though?
Take a
Sorry.
look.
Yeah, it's in a book. Lydia said nothing to me, then died to my spell. That feels like maybe not her fault. Oh.
Take a look.
Yeah, you show me your apparel. Oh, it actually does show me how it compares to what I've got. Steel horned helmet. Wait, do I already have that? What hat am I wearing? Oh, the archery hat. No, I want the archery hat. Her fault for not moving out of the way and also not talking to me? I guess so. You gotta coordinate. Some cadmium yellow. Butter. What do you got for sale?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Weapons, apparel. I don't know. I kind of started on with minor health. I don't know if I want any of this stuff. Hide boots that resist shock. What kind of boots have I got? Her husband sells other stuff inside. Oh, okay, we'll take a look. I've got the fire boots. Fire retardant boots. And Rangwat says, I had no idea what the spell would do, but it nuked the entire room and almost killed me? Oh no!
Don't forget to check inside the... I helped my father and more.
Need any help?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Okay. I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Create new iron dagger. Yes.
Not too shabby. Apprentice level work, but solid. Keep at it.
This is why you should use scrolls, me. You could accidentally murder Lydia. Oh, wait, you shouldn't use scrolls,
Got
maybe.
some good pieces out
Oh,
here
you
if
should
you're
use
looking
more
around.
scrolls.
More inside.
Here's an iron dagger.
Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Am I learning things?
Until next time.
I don't know if I want that. The grindstone. I don't know if I should put my nose to this, but I'll do it. Smelter. I'm using my eyes to see the grindstone over there. Ah! Do it on the iron dagger. Oh, fine. I need 6 iron ingots. Oh, man. Do you have any scrolls? I actually don't know that I do.
I don't claim to be the best
Let me see. Magic.
blacksmith.
Items. Scrolls. I have some scrolls. Yeah.
Run. Have you met my father?
But then I'd have to learn
He's
to
a
read.
steward up at
Whoa,
Dragon's
whoa, 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 whoa. I did your quest. No? J is for quests. Temper and iron dagger. Reading is for nerds. True. Oh, I gotta craft with R. Yes. Adriana Venici.
You think all the council... This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping?
Oh my god, I
How
just
about you make
sold
some
all my
armor?
leather.
Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
I just did that.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Oh, that's brutal. Oh.
Out with it. Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. I'll take my leave then.
Where am I gonna make this helmet? Forge? Leather. Leather helmet. Rangwat says, real ones just trust the super sus NPC and don't read all the notes that literally say this quest giver is a bad guy. I'd have to read then. Did I do that wrong? Miscellaneous. Create a hide helmet. Is that different than a leather helmet? Oh my god. Apparel. Hide. Hide helmet. You didn't do it! I made a leather helmet by accident. Well, accident is probably too strong a word.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time.
And Rangwat says, except Skyrim doesn't really have that much multiple choice in quests, so it doesn't even matter if you read it.
More ways than people realize. You think all the... You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day.
Thank you.
Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Maybe. I'm already forgetting you as this conversation ends, but it could be.
Plenty.
What's up with Whiterun?
I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach.
Put your
That's
leather
the
back and
fortress
work on the helmet?
up on the tall hill. But you're
Or buy
probably
your
more
leather
interested
back.
in your Vasker.
On my
Need all
archery
of the
helmet?
companions. Their deeds of war and valor are...
Rangwat says, is this free tasters, but
legendary.
instead highly expensive armor? Maybe. Items. Apparel. I know what you mean by free tasters. I already... No, I didn't do it. Okay.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
How much
if
did I
you
need for the Hide helmet of minor archer requires leather. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am.
Got some good pieces out here.
Yeah, what have you got
Looking
for
to
sale?
protect yourself or deal some damage?
Well, first I want to sell you the things that I just made. Like this. No, stop. Why?
The finest weapons and armor.
Yeah, okay, but here's my apparel. Hide helmet, fine. Leather helmet, fine. Weapons, iron dagger, fine. And that's actually it. That's all I want to give you. Now I need
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
my leather back from you, please. Miscellaneous. Give me. Oh, nice, a lockpick. Do you not have my leather? Oh, that's my stuff. Oh my god, I sold you the lockpick. I'm gonna take some leather from you, please. Not 40, maybe 2. Thank you. Rangwat says, all you need to know is you never need to touch crafting unless you max out its stat, and then you can make late game armor. I see.
I don't.
I'm getting
XP
XP for doing these quests, though, surely.
Dorland Greymane's got that armor. Man Steel is legendary. All I
Armor.
ask is a fair chance.
What? What? Requires leather 3. Do I not have leather 3? Items. Miscellaneous. Leather. 3! You lock the perk. What the fuck? You lack the perk to improve magical items. It's enchanted. You apparently can't do it. Okay.
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Sorry, I misread it, and I was just like, I do not understand what the sentence is saying. But now I understand. To the War Maidens. Hello, good sir.
Welcome to War Maidens.
Welcome
Now,
to
don't let
War
the name worry
Maidens.
ya. We got plenty of... We've got small weapons as well as big. Maces, daggers, that sort of thing.
Who forges your arms and armor?
Adrienne, at her forge, just outside.
Oh my god, I
Place
met
is
her.
named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father.
Oh, I thought you were her dad.
What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? Take a look.
Why?
The finest weapons and armor.
10 points of magicka damage. Oh, you should buy some of my crap from me. Oh, you don't want it? You baby. You don't want my magical crap? Alright. I get it. Do you have lockpicks? That's the main thing, if I'm being honest, that I need. Ranglets, it's fun fact, you can put an upside down bucket on a head and they won't be able to see you steal. Oh, I sort of remember seeing memes of that when this game was,
the finest
more
weapons and
current,
armor.
let's say. You can sell your magical crap at the bar? Oh, okay. How does this compare to my current bow? Weapons. My bow of absorb 10 points of magicka. No, I'll buy a better bow from you. Give me that hunting bow of sapping. Thinking about it? Yes. Who's in charge of Whiterun?
Balgroof the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin.
I mean, I guess my local
Things are
mayor
tough
has
for him
never
now, I
technically
wager.
done wrong
What
by
with the
me
fighting and the
specifically, but...
dragons. But Balgroof's a tough old Nord. He can handle
Have you
it.
found any skooma yet? Not yet, although some people have mentioned it. We
Good
met
doing
a
business
skooma
with you.
addict, I think. And we're supposed to find the skooma dealer of her town, but then... we left. Without doing that. Frankly. Skooma is the real heals. I thought potato soup was the real heals. Hello.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
More War says, do not. What have you got? Why the name the Drunken Huntsman?
Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and
Oh,
I
I
came up with it
remember
one night
you.
after consuming rather too much mead.
I just want to reiterate this, that I
After
have
our
mead
drinks,
starting
we went
to
out
brew
for a
tonight.
moonlight hunt.
I'm very excited
Got
about it.
separated and in his drunken state, my brother mistook
More War
me
says,
for a
Ringwet,
thief.
please not
He
mislead.
shot an arrow that pierced my...
If you take skooma, you go to hell before you die? Oh
After such a
no!
memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop.
What have you got for
An
sale?
archer, eh? I've got just what you need.
Oh shoot, I just bought a bow at the other place. Why don't you buy... No, you're not gonna buy my magical crap. Do you have a better bow? It is a better bow. Alright, check it out. Take this bow. Ah, you fucker! You're gonna... this is like 10% of what I paid for it! Oh my god, it's like going to GameStop! Contemporary reference. Ah. You're killing me. Gonna buy some snowberries? Oh. Fine. You piece.
Thank you very much for your business.
Yeah, yeah. Sell some gems at the general store? That's not a bad idea.
Patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
Of course I do. Battleborn is the first game we streamed on this channel.
Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his...
Brogy Frenzy says, hey, every issue of Game Informer comes with great coupons for extra on your trade-ins.
Most respected class.
True.
I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition.
I do like his voice.
I call ignorance.
Where do I know your voice, sir? Speak some more.
Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to cost.
And Rangwet says, Piotr, Mora Wars is misleading you. Clearly an Imperial trying to impose the Imperial War on Skooma? I don't know.
And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread.
I know this
We've
voice.
got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us.
Speak some more.
Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom
You know
women
this
to warm
voice,
your bed
you know this
on
voice,
cold
can there...
Skyrim night.
There's only so many voice actors in Skyrim. Yeah.
No words will.
I don't know who you are.
You watch yourself out there.
I know you, but I can't recognize you. Alright, to the gem store. I make fun of the trade-in rates at GameStop, but to be honest, I only ever tried to sell one game at GameStop. Somebody gave me the game for Christmas. I received the game The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor on Wii, and I tried to sell it to GameStop, and they said, sorry, you brought this game still wrapped in plastic, so we can't buy this. Even if you open it up right now, we have a policy, we can't buy a game that's still sealed in the plastic wrap. And so I took it home and played it instead, and you know what? It's not a very good game. Not a very good game. But I was like, I'm not gonna, he was like, you could take this to a different GameStop if you open it in between. But I was like, if I'm gonna open it, I'll play it, you know. And, it's not good. You don't need to play Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor on the Wii. Pierogi Frenzy says, but that's the only time I've tried to sell a game at GameStop. And Ringwat says, but the style is generic medieval English accent impression. True. I think there are a lot of American actors doing English accents in this. Pierogi Frenzy says, and reservations help us know how many copies to order for this location. So if you don't reserve, you might not get it on release day. The money goes towards purchase, and if you're going to buy it anyway, you might as well and get the peace of mind, especially if it's for a gift. True. Rangwat says, wow, I'm so surprised to hear that about a Mummy game. But listen, but here's the thing. The other game that I got that Christmas was Metroid Prime 3, whatever it was, the one where there's the Dark Samus on Wii, and truthfully, I really seriously, I liked the Mummy game more than I liked the Metroid Prime game. I don't know. I know people really like Metroid Prime. I couldn't get into it. I felt like I was shooting at the guys and there was no feedback. Renglet says I haven't played Metroid Primes. Some people really like them, but I couldn't get into it. Progy Frenzy says that memorable salesmanship is why they made me a senior game advisor. Oh, very nice. Not bad at all. You know how to hit the talking points.
Well met, traveler. What brings you to
I think I was just talking to your relative. Ringwood says Metroid Primes look like interesting controls, but overall not that original. I guess that was one of the better things on the Wii, is that you could use the Wii mode, which I like to do. I really liked playing like Resident Evil 4 with the Wii mode. Was a lot of fun. But I'm just passing through.
A pity. But there's no shame in it. One of them dragons comes calling in Whiterun.
But I don't know. There's
tinder.
also, you know, they did the thing where, I don't know why I'm complaining about Metroid Prime now. I guess I've just had this pent up for a decade or more, 15 years maybe. There's all the doors that are loading screens, but it just feels like every door is broken. You go and shoot the door to go to the next area, and it loads for like 4 seconds. It's so frustrating. Soulfinder says Metroid Prime on GameCube was so good. I haven't played those ones, in fairness.
Half all my life, we Battleborns have been here.
We Battleborns have been here since the beginning.
Our family's been close as kin for generations.
A beard like that, you just want to pull on. Rengwet says, Piotr Bizzle, did you play Metroid Other M? I didn't. I dodged that bullet. Soulfinder says, I have it, and the GameCube. Come on by. Ugh, I'm a stupid guy, so I did actually buy GameCube games relatively recently, even though I don't have a GameCube. Because I was just like, what if I get a GameCube later, and then these games are even harder to get? Because I'm dumb, is the answer. Let me show you what GameCube games I bought recently. I'll be right back. They're right over here on the bookshelf. Here we go. And Soulfinder says, I have 2 N64s, but only 1 GameCube? Sorry, no worries. No trouble at all. And Rangwat says, I find it funny Metroid fans have all agreed to act like parts of Other M, especially the love story, just aren't canon. And Larry Burndorf says, that's an interesting tactic. Buy the games before the system. So the truth is, I have back at my house, in my parents' house, I should say, we have a Nintendo Wii, which can play GameCube games, obviously. And that's where so I have GameCube games from when I was in high school and playing GameCube games on the Wii. And I have been kind of working towards me taking the Wii from my parents' house at some point, kind of asking questions about it. Are people using it and stuff? But there are some friends of the family who have kids who every time they came over to the house wanted to play the Wii. And so it's been hard to be like, I'm like, oh, you guys aren't using the Wii, are you? And they're like, oh no, when those kids come over, they love it. They come right over, they play it every time. They play Mario Kart with the wheel. And I'm like, but I'm working on it. I'm working on getting that Wii. Larry Burndorf says, I didn't even know you could play GameCube games on Wii. Oh, they have 4 GameCube controller ports. It's crazy. And Soulfinder says, I would just take it. I'm an asshole, though. I should, too, to be honest. Anyway, the games that I got were Beautiful Joe 2, because even though I never beat it, because it's a hard game, I really liked Beautiful Joe 1. And Beautiful Joe 2 is expensive, and I was like, this game is just going to get more expensive as time goes on. So I just bought it. And then the other one, I've been playing, I played Gauntlet Dark Legacy at an arcade, and I bought the one that's on GameCube, which is not the same one that was at the arcade, and I have not GameCube, on N64 rather, And so I've been playing that one on N64, but I also similarly wanted to get the GameCube one because I love those games. So I have Gauntlet Dark Legacy on the GameCube as well. Anyway, Renguet says, Larry Berndorf, I got Sunshine, then couldn't even save on it, and the stuff to save in it is pretty expensive, so... Oh, do you need like the memory card?
I spend a lot of time at the market.
But that does remind me, I could connect a GameCube controller up to my PC if I wanted. Oh man, I could, but it would break the USB port on my PC.
Bits and baubles for sale.
Bits and baubles for sale.
Best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Soulfinder says, OMFG, I have a Beautiful Joe 1 playthrough on my GameCube that is broken by Game Shark codes and lets me cheat so bad, and I still never beat the shark boss. That game is hard, dude. And Renguat says, but yeah, I wasted some money on the controller in game to play Super Mario Sunshine. Some people really... I haven't played Super Mario Sunshine, to be fair, and I'm not a huge Super Mario fan in general. I like the games are good, but I just haven't played them all. Although I played a lot of Super Mario Brothers 3. That's not the point. The point is, some people really like Mario Sunshine. And Renguat says, I played it later in the 3D collection. How did you like it?
Let's sate that appetite,
Will you buy all my magical crap? No. Oh, you have salt? I'll take that. Soulfunny says, Beautiful Joe needs to come back. You just hit some core memories. I was so mad at that game. That is also how my original history with that game ended.
Need anything else?
Was just me being incredibly frustrated at one of the levels or the bosses or something. Soulfighter says, I bought a Game Shark to beat it. That's when you know it's tough. We only ever had a Game Shark in my house. My brother had one for the Game Boy that we just used to cheat in Pokemon that we wanted. Get Mew and stuff. But that was the only one we ever had. General stores where the guy with the bad beard was standing. Oh, okay, let me take a look. That's a good hint. I could grow a beard like... Actually, probably couldn't grow a beard like that. I think I can grow a mustache, but the rest of my beard is too thin to grow any kind of a convincing beard. So a braided chin beard is probably out of my league. I'll be real with you. Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods.
Everything's for sale, my
Everything for sale, my friend.
If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
That's okay. I think that's supposed to be charming and fun and folksy, but I don't know.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Renguat says, Mario Sunshine I have mixed opinions on. Controls are great, and I like the variety of quests, and the style was great, but it has the worst levels in all of Mario en masse, and so much clunk. Larry Berndorf says, human trafficking. True. Let me just sell you some. You like amethysts, right? Oh, wait. Take my Staff of the Familiar. I have no need for this. And, stop. God, why does the menu sometimes just...
Some may call this junk. Me, I call
Some may call this junk. Let's see. I'm sure that's hugely annoying. I'm sorry. I'll stop repeating all the lines back in poor impressions. Miscellaneous. Renguet says, and Sunshine, though, have controls very fit for exploring. Has very disappointingly linear levels. Interesting. So it's just not a good match of the controls to the actual level layout. That actually is very interesting. That can happen. That you can have like a really good control scheme and it's... Oh, Vendor has 0 gold? Oh my god, I'm sorry, Bellathor. I thought you were a dude with money. I mistook you for somebody worth my time. Let's go get that better bow. Is this the back door? Yeah. God, what's another game like that? A game... What's a game where the controls just didn't match the environments? And Renguat still was more fun than Galaxy in the collection by a lot. And Unwisebird says, no, I like the impressions. All right, welcome Unwisebird, by the way.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
For some hunting supply? An archer, huh?
And Larry Berndorf says you still don't have enough, I believe. I think you're right, actually. Wasn't it like 20-something? Or 2,000-something? Oh, diminishing. No, we can get it. And then I'll sell him my weapon for a fraction of what I bought it for. Nice. Resident Evil tank controls. True. Some people say that's the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be clunky or whatever, but I don't know about that. I always take that argument with a huge grain of salt in games. It's like, it's supposed to be clunky. It's supposed to be hard to navigate. For me, those things take me out of the game. Ranguat says, tank controls I've heard a lot of praise for. I don't know. And when it's really clunky to control the character, I don't feel immersed. Oh, some lavender. I don't have lavender growing at my house, but talking of purple flowers, my Chinese forget-me-nots just started opening. I just put down, when I moved here, I just put down some wildflower seed mix to try to get pollinators to come to my garden. And the forget-me-nots just started blooming. It's very exciting. They're tiny, but you know. Rainbow says, but RE, though, dug into its style, I do think likely did what it could. And Larry Burner says, you should find a place to sell those dragon bones and scales. You can't use them anytime soon, and they're just taking up weight space. Oh, interesting. That's a good hint. That's a good tip, actually. See if we can get rid of them.
Good sweet rolls. In the skeever hole of a city.
Don't say skeever hole. That's a vagina. What are you doing? You can't say that. All right, let's talk to the guy here. You're a child. Am I in the wrong building? I'm detecting that I'm in the wrong building. Okay. Jay. Oh, because I'm on the wrong quest. Deliver the axe. Rainbow says, but indie games in recent years like Signalis use tank controls much more strongly, being made with that style in mind. And there's a mage here in here that will buy stuff. Okay. And someone says, Skeever hole. Today I learned I was in my 30s. I'm going to stop there. Probably for the best. Let me just... Oh my god. Could you imagine if somebody just walked over all these plates?
Father says I'm too young to train.
Oh my god. That'd be terrible if somebody just disrupted this whole big long table. You know what? We don't have enough long tables anymore. Look how many long tables they got going on here. It's great. You know, you sit down with your friend at your next to you, obviously, but then the people across from you, you don't have much control over that. And so you're meeting strangers all the time. Everybody's at a long table, like the potatoes are over here. So you're over here and you're like, hey, pass the potatoes. And now you're having a conversation with the guy who sat at this side of the table. And it's just like, it's a good vibe. Long tables, bring them back. So, Brody Frenzy says, you walk over the bowls and soup falls from your pockets to fill them. Just squirts out of the holes in my pockets.
Over your battles, friend.
Hey, so, this is a little bit awkward, but I was talking to Jarl Ulfric, and look, I don't know what this means. I don't know what he means by this, but he just... And I want to be clear that I'm not part of this communication. I'm literally... I work for him. He just asked me to do this. I don't know if there's any significance to it, but he asked me to give you this. Basically, he has this axe, okay, and he said, "Could you bring?" I don't know if there's like if there's like an alternate meaning to it, but he said, "Could you please?" Jarl Bulgruf, he'll know what it means, but I mean I don't know what it means, and I'm not part of this decision to do this. To be clear, but he said I should give this axe to you. Here it is.
Did he now? Huh. The man is persistent. I'll give him that.
And Soulfinder says, also, I'm using that at work tomorrow, which, by the way, is only going to be a Tuesday, the worst day of the week.
What do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun...
And Rangoet says, does this Jarl have a back problem? He does not have good posture. Maybe he's just bi? Do bi people, like, lean back in chairs and clutch the arms with a death grip?
It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
Oh my god.
I'm not a fool, Proventus.
Proventus, you have to prevent this.
Challenge Ulfric to face me.
Bi people have bad posture? I didn't realize.
You'll do no such thing. A dagger in the back is all you could expect.
I want to just reiterate that I wasn't part of this.
Torrig, he simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
No!
But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my
If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule,
suspect he'll prefer to send his...
Do days have
storm
good posture? Am I living a lie? Do gays have bad posture? And Renguet says, at least that's a stereotype. A stereotype that fits every bi person I know. They all sit like gremlins. I can't be a part of this. I'm just relaying what's written in chat.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
I think he sits like he's got into the herb patch. True. He's just vibing. Oh my god.
Seems cowardly.
It seems cowardly.
Cowardly, then, to accept the white gold concordat.
This again. That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the
Progi
treaty?
Frenzy says, I have at least one bi friend with excellent posture. She was a military kid. He got that skooma mood on. True.
Damn it. This isn't about gold.
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious.
You guys should send him back
So
a
am I.
smaller axe.
Finally.
So about this axe.
Oh, maybe a bigger one?
You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer.
That's war, I think.
Sure he gets it. Proventus, bring me my pen and the good parchment.
Are we writing a letter, Lord?
No.
Yes, to General Tullius. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires.
I feel like we're stirring shit up in Skyrim here. Oh boy. Okay. You guys sure this is what you want? Make a big war happen?
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing
Father
hostilities.
says I'm too
Like
young to
rest
train
of
with the
great
sword,
warriors.
so I practice with my fists.
You sound like old Anakin Skywalker from the Phantom Menace. There's the mage. Oh wait, hold on. Sir?
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's
It seems this
passion.
damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late.
And my spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
I appreciate your non-specific foreign accent that you're doing. Here's what I have for you, sir. I have this... what amulet am I wearing now? I actually do want the shield one. You can take that. You can have that hat. Yeah, take those rings. Take 2 silver rings. Take the silver necklace as well. There you go. And take one of these amulets. It's a bad Welsh accent. A very bad Welsh accent. You have 2 Stendar amulets. Ah, we got it. We got it. You were right, though. I did not notice that at first. Are you the only wizard in Whiterun?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course.
Technically
The city is
speaking,
also
of
home to a
course.
priest,
Renguet says
priestess, an
Skyrim
alchemist,
screams
and
of
I'm sure
bad
others
British
as well.
accent impressions.
Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her
Oh, I'll
potions.
bring them to Arcadia.
Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me?
Use the frost
I'm
salts
sure
for soup.
Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Recompense. Sure.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Wow. I hate that. I hate when somebody's like, oh my god. When there's like something stupid that nobody wants to do, and they're like, oh, you're so good at doing that thing. You should do it. Makes me absolutely crazy. I think we need to dropkick this man. You can just kill the mage? Honestly, I'm thinking about it. It's a pet peeve of mine. Where can I learn? Have you encountered any dragons?
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating
I think he isn't a key
conversation that
character.
would be.
Interesting. What are your duties?
I'll put it simply so you'll understand.
Jeez.
I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am
You'll fight the
called
whole
upon to
castle? I'd
explain
say
things in
first.
just a course of action.
I feel like
Hopefully that answer will satisfy
you have a
Good day.
fake job. What I'm getting is that your job is not legitimate. You're like some kind of a consultant,
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss.
but I think you're a consultant in a topic that people don't know enough about, so you can just pretend to know about it. You know what I mean? I want to grow a gourd. Okay, this is a real thing. I want to grow a gourd and carve it into a canteen. IRL. A long taffy treat? Oh, finally. And what is that, some hot sauce? I need to, like, clothes iron. Hey, Mr. Wizard. I have something for you.
It seems this damnable spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Great.
You know, if you've got the
I don't know if I want to read that. Okay, Kolb and the Dragon. We're doing it. Kolb and the Dragon, an adventure for Nord boys. Kolb was a brave Nord... Rangwet says he's not just a consultant, though. He makes magic spells, potions, and researches the ancient texts. Not gonna lie, he seems like the only one who actually gives a shit about these magical items from the main story. Alright, is there any other business we got in this town right now? I think we can probably just TP back to the other one, right? Yes. I need a job like that. I need a job where I'm just on retainer to consult people on something. But I guess to do that, you have to spend years becoming an expert of a thing. I don't want to do that either. Life is very difficult. Just tough. This is not where we want to be. I already know. Get me out of here.
There's no glory in war.
Maybe it's all political, though. Maybe you don't maybe you just need to know a medium amount about something and then know the right people, which I also don't. But you know, maybe that's the way. Like if you know a little bit of, listen, I'm a programmer. I could know a little bit about computer stuff, and then I could be like Obama's friend, and then I could probably work in the government or something, right? I feel like there's a way I can make this work. I just gotta go back in time and become friends with Obama as a child.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
You learn enough that no one knows what you're talking about. Exactly. Rangwat says, but I do get the vibe he abuses his position. I have no real reason to believe that, but he just gives me that vibe. True. Oh, it's empty. Soul Foundry has redeemed today's featured hero clicks. This is a good one, actually. Let's take a look. Let me quick save real quick. And press the button. And bam! Today's featured hero clicks. I think we might have had him before, but I love him so much. It's J. Jonah Jameson. You know, from the Spider-Mans. Listen, there's not a lot to say about him. He's the newspaper editor of the Daily Bugle. Famously played by the man from all of the, Coen Brothers movies in the movies. He's a bad good guy. Exactly. He's a complicated man. In the Sam Raimi movies, he doesn't sell out Spider-Man, right? He has like some good character moments. I like him. Bring me more photos of Spider-Man. I need more photos of Spider-Man. That's who he is. You know who he is. Sorry for that. Let's measure him up against our standard size Karen just to see how tall he is. As you can see, he's maybe a hair taller than our standard size Karen, but it's pretty close. Crucially, J. Jonah Jameson is 30 points. Larry Berndorf says I loved him in Whiplash. Yes, that's true. God, and he's good in Invincible too. He's great, actually. Very mustachioed. And Rangwet says I was talking about JJJ earlier today about his parody of Alex Jones. Oh my. Isn't Alex Jones a parody of J. Jonah Jameson? Am I mistaken? Anyway, J. Jonah Jameson, however you say it, J. Jonah Jameson is 30 points, and also he is today's featured hero click, so now you know. Rangwet says that is also true. True! Listen, he's got some like Lex Luthor energy. He's sort of trying to protect you know, humanity from the Spider-Man. Please, shift tab. Don't worry, let me just leak my Steam friends to you. Am I too full of things? Or did... Oh my god, this just happens sometimes, doesn't it? That the shift key gets inverted. Oh no, it's caps lock. Oh, it's caps lock. That does kind of make sense in a way.
Ulfric. He's expecting word.
Ulfric, I
Dalius has
need you to be
camps in
sitting
the
down for this conversation.
entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimated the
Death
Imperials
Lex
are
Luthor
right
energy.
into Whiterun.
I secretly love DC
We're
more than
wrested from this
Marvel. Don't tell
We
anyone.
must.
Oh,
Its central position
DC
is
man, it's the thing where like Marvel has so many great superheroes, right? They've got Spider-Man. They've got, I don't know, that's it. It's just Spider-Man. No, they've got Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, all these great superheroes. But DC has Batman, and Batman is just like, even as big as Spider-Man is, Batman really is just like a step above everybody else, isn't he? And oh, is Constantine DC? Okay, that I love. I know the Keanu Reeves movie is not a good representation of Constantine, but I love the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie. And by that I mean I watched it a few years ago again, and I was like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Do you know that he eats sriracha? No, he doesn't eat sriracha, but he eats at a restaurant that has a sriracha bottle in the Constantine movie. That was kind of cool. That movie came out in like the early 2000s, right? I didn't know about sriracha in the early 2000s. I don't think that had gotten to white people yet, except in that movie. Anyway, Rengwet says, we somehow got on that topic where my friend jokingly, but out of left field, said, what if people who die in caves are actually kidnapped and eaten by Gollum cave people? And I said to tell Alex Jones about it. He would report on it. That's the right person to go to. Silfarni says, hot cock sauce was Def out then? Oh, okay. I don't know. I just didn't know about it, I guess. Maybe I was the bland, just the too bland of a person. By the way, the Jarl of Whiterun returns your axe. So is this going to be a war?
Then I was wrong about him. You're right, Galmar. I'm in no mood to joke.
Give the word, my lord, and Whiterun is yours.
Sorry.
Whiterun is only a means to an end.
I've toured our camps. We're ready, Ulfric. Wherever you are.
Is any man ever ready to give the order that will mean the deaths of
Rangwet says hot cock sauce? True.
That order when he must. But you are that man, Ulfric. You've been that man.
Whiterun's army will no doubt be bolstered with legionnaires. And those
You guys
walls
playing
around
Risk?
Whiterun are old, but they still stand.
We are ready. And I might be old myself, but I'll kick those
Hot
damn
cock
walls
sauce in
down
pink
with my
on the
bare
hat.
feet.
True.
Only ask me to do it.
Somebody, listen. Somebody would wear a hat that says hot cock sauce, but I don't think it's me. I don't think I could get away with it.
I'm sure you could do it too.
But if you sold that hat, somebody would buy it.
This is it.
Yes.
Send the word. A new day is dawning, and the sun rises over Whiterun.
Aye. And the sons of Skyrim will greet that dawn, teeth and swords flashing.
Rangwet says, I don't think it's a good sign when the Stormcloaks are commanded by mainly two people who argue a lot over decisions. True, you'd want kind of a united front there.
You on the front lines.
Pierogi Frenzy says, I live in Little Caribbean. Most corner
Your place
stores
is on that
have
battlefield.
cock soup.
I need you there.
I'm not going to touch that one. Yes, sir.
Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
I'm going to fight well, if it's up to me. Sylvander says, I wouldn't either. I'm still banking on a pink tapir or rainbow tapir with a horn. Oh, man, you know what we could do? We could do a tapir. There's ways we could do a tapir. I just need to practice drawing a tapir a whole bunch of times. Oh, hey, all my crap is still here. That's so crazy. Sorry, in terms of my journal, did I have a new... Get your orders from Galmar. Okay, Galmar.
We're taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for
Rangwet says this talk reminds me of the
Fight
penis
well
wine.
Or die well. Talos, be with
We only
you.
have so much penis wine left, We drank some of it at New Year's. Oh god, it was it actually wasn't as bad as I remember, but it wasn't good, dude. So Foundry says, "Oh, hey, all my crap is here." Me, every day I come home. Just walk in the house. Oh, hey, it's all still here. Oh. I remembered it being unbearably bad, but it's just not good, to be truthful. Maybe it just gets better with age. I don't know. I gotta get more penis wine. But I don't know. The thing is, like, so here's the deal. So the reason I knew about okay, quick backstory. There's a Chinese medicine thing, which is sanbianzhou, which is 3 whips wine, which is rice wine, rice liquor, basically, which has had dissolved into it a lord. A dog penis, a seal penis, and a goat penis have all been dissolved into the liquor. And it's like what is it? A masculine kind of men's health thing, if you know what I mean. And it's a virility thing, is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't think of the word. And basically, I heard about it from a friend who had been to China, and he was talking about how somebody had bought it kind of as like a joke, and they came home drunk one night but still wanting to drink more, and the only alcohol that they had was the penis wine that somebody had bought as a joke, and so they drank it, and he was like, it was pretty good, it tasted like cinnamon. And so I relayed that story to another one of my friends who went to China and went to like a Chinese medicine store and bought some, brought back a bottle to give to me. But the reason that I bring this up is because we gave that same guy who had tried the penis wine and said it tasted like cinnamon, it was okay. We gave him some of my penis wine, and he was like, this is not the same. This is really bad. This is not the same as what I had. So there may be like a big, a big sway in quality, a big variation in quality among penis wines. We might have to see if we can invest in some better penis wine next time. Salvage says, I remember it being unbearably bad, but maybe it's just not good. Me, every day I come home. Rangawat says, I remember the fight against Ulfric in there, where he couldn't reach me on the table. Nice. You gotta use those little glitches. Larry Burndorf says he probably had fake penis wine. Maybe. It does seem like the worst tasting penis wine is probably the more legitimate one. I don't know. He also might have just been really drunk. I mean, I think from what I heard, so that guy did like a summer in China learning. He's a white guy, but he was doing like a summer in China at Beijing University studying Chinese. And I think that they were just going out every night. I think they went super hard there. Pierogi Frenzy says, Rangwat says, you got the bad penis wine. You need to find the penis wine experts' views. True. We need to go to, like, Consumer Reports and look up penis wine ratings. And Pierogi Frenzy says, damn, dude, the only thing worse than penis wine is fake penis wine. I mean, then you really don't know what's in it. If it's like... if it's like, this is... We didn't put real penises in it. Then it's like... What is in this fake penis wine? That's a disturbing thought. Anyway.
I've been looking for you.
I've been looking for you.
I'm supposed to deliver.
Repulse the monkey.
Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold.
Oh.
Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss.
No worries.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Are you serious? I feel like this is going to be some kind of a veiled threat. Or maybe a bribe for me to just get out of here and stop doing whatever I'm doing. A letter from a friend. Manfred, you caused a bit of a stir in... Is that a typo? Okay. You caused a bit of a stir in when you demonstrated the power of your Thume. Not everyone is anxious for the returns of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see you grow and develop your talents. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. You should turn your attention to Ancient's Ascent. I understand it holds a mysterious source of power that can only be unlocked by the Dragonborn. Sincerely, a friend. Was that the one? Oh no, that was the letter of inheritance. That actually wasn't even the right note, if you'll believe it. What happened to my Why doesn't my cursor work now? Ringwet says, though, it's more of a medical thing. Penis wine expert tasters might be weird. It's like the pharmacy gummy food critic. I don't know about the pharmacy gummy food critic, but it sounds very suspicious to me. Let's see. Manfred, in the name of Jarl Bulgruf the Greater, it is with great regret that we inform you of Servio Pelagia's death. The deceased has bequeathed unto you a measure of inheritance in the amount of 100 gold pieces. Oh my god, Severio! The Jarl's court has levied an amount of 10 gold pieces from the sum as the lawfully and honorably due tax. That's fine, I'm not against death taxes. The remainder has been commended into the care of a trusted courier for deliverance. While all of the Jarl's court grieves with you on this day, we rejoice in the knowledge that the deceased was in possession of dear friends and wealth to communicate unto them. May the lawfully bestowed inheritance prove as a reminder of your enduring faith in one another. So it's not even a coded message, it's just literally, I really did inherit 100 gold pieces. Maybe what you need to do is go homemade with it? Now that's an interesting thought. So you're saying we get some like rice liquor, like some baijiu, and we obtain a dog penis, a seal penis, and a goat penis. I don't know where to get any of those, but we'll just take them one at a time, and we dissolve them into it. I actually like where your head's at. Yeah, exactly. Then you know it's legit, you know? And you can really do it farm to table that way. Whereas you don't know if these goats and seals are coming from factory farms or what. You know, you can just really be certain that it's humanely done. Larry Burdor says, I'm sure you can find them in Little China. That's true. I used to walk through Chinatown every day on my walk to work. Are we going deal clubbing? Seal clubbing. Sorry. I assume. Ringwat says, we can even add some more exotic flavors of penis. Are you talking about a 4 penis wine? Because that might be too many. For me, 2 penises not enough. 3, the perfect amount. 4, just way too many. Ah, mercy. What a life.
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way?
Yeah.
I hope someday we'll get to know
Seal
each other.
for sure. I never know what keyboard is active anymore. Can I buy a horse?
It's for sale if you've got the coin.
I actually don't know that I do.
If you had it, you'd be riding and we wouldn't be talking.
Aren't you worried about the dragons?
There ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change.
True. So what you're saying is
It's my fate to be ended by a dragon. So be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way
I don't like
want
this
to.
fatalism from you.
Sometimes
You gotta take
the
control of your own
difference between
destiny,
life and death is a swift
Ulundil.
steam.
And also, the first thing of your fate you should do is sell me a horse for cheap. No? Never buy a horse. Steal them. Rango says, you know, what about a bear penis wine or a lizard penis wine? Oh my god. The fine is cheaper if you get caught. Oh man, one of those laws. I see. Where it's cheaper to get caught breaking it than it is to pay the whatever the paperwork money is. But you know what I'm trying to say. The fair value. Speaking of lizard penises, did I ever tell you this? My mother did her thesis in college. My mother studied biology, and she did her thesis. She traveled to Arizona, and she studied a species of lizard which are entirely female. There are no lizard penises among them. They're all female lizards, and they're basically all clones of each other as a result. It's cool. Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's a cool topic to study. But what's interesting is, even though they're all female, and even though they don't need to do anything with each other to produce a baby, they still do the, like, sex act. Like, they kind of pantomime it, which is kind of interesting. I guess it just must be something in their instincts to still do it. Lesbian gang, that is what it is. It's a whole species of lesbian lizards in Arizona. But anyway, the story that she tells about it is that, so they went and they did their research. They gathered up all these specimens of these lizards. Okay, I actually don't know where I'm going here. And Battle for Whiterun, get your orders. Did I not talk to Galmar? Oh my god, I didn't actually talk to him. Oh man. Fly, fly, lesbian seagull. I don't know that reference. But they had all these lizards, and they were trying to bring them through the airport, okay? And it would have been like the 80s at this time. So, you know, TSA and everything was not as much of a thing. But they were worried about putting the lizards through... It's a song! Ah! They were worried about putting the lizards through the X-ray machine, right? And so their idea was, instead of putting it in their carry-on or putting it in their luggage, what they would do is... they had these lizards in a refrigerated suitcase, okay, which put them in kind of a dormant state. And so they were going to carry them. They were going to load the lizards out of their pockets and put them into their clothes and walk them through just the metal detector, which they figured would be safer for the lizards. And so basically it was two men and my mother, a woman, on this research trip. And so they went through security with the lizards, which went fine. Nobody searched them. Nobody found they were all carrying dozens of lizards on their person. And because there were two men and just one woman, the men took the refrigerated suitcase to the bathroom first to unload the lizards back into the suitcase, right? And so my mother, as I understand, was standing there with a jacket full of lizards who, exposed to the body heat of a human being, started to wake up and started to move around and stuff. And so she said basically she was standing there like really getting worried, waiting for these guys to come out of the bathroom as the lizards in her clothes were all waking up. I think it was fine in the end, but it's a very particular situation. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, probably not a lot of people have had that sensation of lizards, of the lizards they have lining their pockets starting to wake up. It's unique. A unique situation. Anyway, I did a bad job telling that story, but that could be a Jimmy Buffett song. Oh, rest in peace. Can you believe we lost Jimmy Buffett and the Smash Mouth guy in like the same week? Two of our greatest musicians. I shouldn't be mean to them. They were both talented people. I'm not going to be mean to them. I was going to be mean to the Smash Mouth guy, but it is actually sad that he died, and he was a very talented person, so there you go. Anyway, Rangwet says, parent stories can get wild. True.
Or die well. Talos be with you.
Soulfinder says, Paul Rubens and Bob Barker are also dead recently. Ugh.
Taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack.
Wait, did we? So we did get...
Well,
I got my orders.
or die well. Talos be with you.
Alright, I guess I gotta go to Whiterun.
We're taking the city.
That's my read on that. Pee Wee Herman and the Price is Right guy. Oh, that's who Paul Rubens is. I'm sorry. Yep. We're losing these cultural figures. They're getting old. Progy Frenzy says, smuggling some anoles, stuffed them through my bra holes. Now I'm sweating and they're all waking up. I actually saw Jimmy Buffett in concert. This is a true story. When I was a kid, we went and saw him one time with my parents. My mother specifically instructed us childrens to the tune of Margaritaville. Oh, okay, get it. Whoa. Soulfighter says, Pee-wee is legit my childhood. I had so many movies and t-shirts. Fun fact, I'm just as annoying. Never. Progy Friend says, I didn't know he was a billionaire? Wait, Jimmy Buffett was he must have got it from the Margaritaville franchises, right? It can't be from his music. And Larry Berndorf says, Bob Barker died at 99. He got close to 100 without ever going over? Oh, it's perfect. It's like he planned it. Aranguet says, my father, oh wow, was in jail in Ecuador, not for being arrested, but safety overnight from a battle between the government and cartel. He said he heard tanks and explosions, that the town had dead bodies just on the floor. People walked past casually. Jeez. Progy Friend says, no, you burned off, I'm dying. Wow. Jail in Ecuador, though. That's legit. I've never been in any kind of a situation like that. That's... I mean, certainly, or even know anybody who's been in a situation like that. That's heavy. Wow, in Ecuador too. Okay, I'm gonna go to the map. What time is it? We got 10 minutes. Let's start a war. We got 10 minutes. And then we go on a Whiterun, which is over here. Somewhere. That's Riverwood. I can do this. The meadery. Oh god, it's gotta be somewhere I've been before. A Whiterun military camp. Well, let's go here. Let's go where the military is. That seems like a safe place at the beginning of the war.
This is it, then! They say that our cause is false, and that we are nothing more than thieves, thugs, and murderers. But no! We are farmers, and we have come this far because our cause is true.
Rainbow is also from there. He said at a restaurant he saw pigs, so assumed pork. They then bring out lots of guinea pigs and asked him to pick one. They then brought that one out on a plate with an apple in its mouth and skin on top. Oh no! Oh, I've never gotten like those, you know, restaurants where you like pick out the animal, even like picking out a lobster or something. I don't know. I don't want to know that. I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so take it with a grain of salt, but I don't want to know. If I'm eating meat, I don't want to know the specific animal. I'm too much of a little pansy.
Find a way to drop it. The city will be ours. Everyone on me. Let's show these Imperial milk drinkers what.
Yeah, you milk drinkers. Okay, we gotta open the drawbridge, huh? Rangwat says, it feels weird to me, but also I kind of respect the honesty. I know what you mean. It's like, there's a consistency there, right? Like, if you're not willing to know the animal that you're eating, that seems kind of weird, actually. Larry Burndorf says, I like the big house so I can threaten it first. Where are you guys going? Oh, there's the castle. Alright, we gotta go in and open the drawbridge somehow. Let me just quick save here. I feel like we can win this battle in 9 minutes. Or 6. Bring down the drawbridge, you say? Rangwat says, I'm also veggie though, and pretty. I'm also veggie though, and pretty good with gore. Oh, I see. Oh. Wow! Don't worry, just leave your archer to die. Oh, God. That's brutal. No, 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 keep it drawn. You want the drawbridge, huh? Hup! Hup! Hold up, hold up, hold up. Everybody take a break. Let me just go look at my food. Just gonna slurp down this Laffy Taffy. And maybe some baked potatoes. And some bread. And a different bread. And I'll take this cooked brook bass. What else looks good? A pleasant breast. Some potato soup. Picnic! Ringwet says, is it weird that... it is weird that the Jarl is like, I'm neutral on the war, then sides with the Imperials for the battle. I kind of forgot why this battle happens. It's not totally clear to me either. I mean, in fairness, I'm not good at paying attention to these games. Okay, resume. Alright, I'm ready. Gives me the drawbridge, huh? Oh, you idiot, you missed! Hold up. Let me just slurp some of this soup real quick. Maybe enjoy a nice grilled chicken breast. And while we're here, some beef stew is only stamina, right? Yeah. Maybe some, like a cheese wheel, a leg of goat. That sounds good. Maybe some salmon steak. And Larry Burndorf says, I know I like to have picnics in the middle of war. Oh, definitely. Let's see, what else do we have here? Well, that's all our... Oh, beef stew. No, that's just stamina. You have something against potions? I'm just trying to bring down our weight of stuff, honestly. But yeah, potion of healing is the way to go, isn't it? Oh, it's the wrong foos! I thought I was gonna blast him. Magic. Shouts. Unrelenting force. Take those arrows. Got any lockpicks? I'm looking for the drawbridge, right? Let's see. Oh, that's it. Okay. I was just there. Ah, man. You bad boy. A little late on the foos, but that's okay. Take that. Oh, he's gone. I am pretty injured. No! I should have saved. Tell you what, we're gonna try this one again when we come back next time. I think this will be a fun thing to start with next time we get in here. But for now, let's just save our game here at the start of this battle. And that'll be a good place for us to pick up on Wednesday from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be much more careful and not just go get shot by a random arrow. And should be good. For now, though, let me just say that if you watched any of this stream live tonight, thanks for watching live. Thanks for hanging out and everything else. I really appreciate it. It's a lot more fun to do this with people in chat, I gotta be honest. And if you watch this as a recording or on YouTube, thanks for watching that way too. However you watch this, thank you so much. Soup's off to ya. Soup's off to ya. And until next time, I will mercy. See you later.